Hello, it is your boy GZTV. You're back with another video. I know you guys don't see my face often anymore because I'm doing a lot of video game content, but I'm here. We're here, sports. We got the Monday sports talk pretty much, and this is going to be the last Monday sports talk we have over here at campus. You know, I'm coming home next Monday night, and I'll get the sports talk stuff pumping that day. But anyways, we have the NBA Week 7 recap. We are 7 weeks into the NBA season. There's been NBA basketball on for over a month now, a month and a half actually. And every week, if you guys are new around here, we take the top 25 players in the NBA. We talk about their own stats. You know, we talk about how their team is doing and all that jazz. So let's get into the list. Starting at number 25, he is a lone star on the Mavericks, and he's been a lone star on that team for a while here. Let me try to check when they played last. Okay, here we go. He's on a mediocre Mavericks team. I will say that right now. And he's been facing injuries. You know, he hasn't played in a minute. Actually, he played. I want to say he played earlier this week, or something like that. I don't know. Okay, yeah, okay. It's Luka Doncic, by the way. He sneaks into the top 25 despite having injury. This is based on fantasy points, which, oh my god, injuries shouldn't matter. But, like, if you want to be in the top 25, you have to be up. You have to be a healthy person. You have to be consistent. And, you know, we got a top 10 scorer, a top 5 passer. Not a lot of players in the league can do that. You know, he's a top 35 rebounder, top 25 most efficient. It's Luka Doncic. I mean, what else can I say? I think they're playing the Nets tomorrow, which is going to be a tough one. But yeah, moving on to our next guy, number 24. You know, the Utah Jazz, man. He's on the Utah Jazz. And, you know, they're getting better and better. They're a really good NBA team. This isn't even the best player on the Utah Jazz, but it's Donovan Mitchell. We have their big man coming up. You guys know the Stifle Tower. We're going to talk about him here in a little bit. But, you know, he's a top 15 scorer. Top 125 in rebounding, top 35 passer, top 25 most efficient. They just got done beating a pretty good Cavaliers team. I will say that Cavs team is playing really good this year, and he put up 35 points, 3 rebounds, 6 assists, and he had a plus 10 plus minus. So yeah, you know, Donovan Mitchell is playing at a pretty high level right now. You know, you Jazz fans should be pretty happy with him right now. I actually have a guy in my fantasy league with both Gobert and Donovan Mitchell, and he is taking dubs right now, so that's good to see. You know, the Utah Jazz, everyone sleeps on that team, but they're really good. So let's move on to the next player. At number 23, let's see here. A bad Toronto Raptors team. He's like their bright light. They're not having a very good season. They just got done winning though, so I mean you got to give them credit. It's Fred VanVleet, you know, aka Mini Drake. You know, he's a top 35 scorer, top 85 rebounder, top 20 passer, top 70 efficiency. In a game where they beat the Wizards by 12 last night, he only had 10 points and 4 assists, and he had a minus 4 plus minus. So not a good game, but he's still an all-star level player. I will definitely say that. And will the Raptors rebound from a bad season? I mean, they're bound to. You know, Pascal Siakam was out for about half of this season, maybe more than that, maybe like 3/4 of the season. So I think the Raptors are bound to change and they're bound to get better. And Fred VanVleet's going to be a big part of that. So make sure you guys watch out for the Raptors. They could be the most improved. They could be the Wizards of this season. You know, go on a streak in the second half. But yeah, moving on at number 22, man. This is another team that's seen some improvement. I'm talking about Minnesota. This guy plays for Minnesota. And although I wouldn't say they're definitely not having a good season, I'd still consider them to be like a bad team right now. But, you know, let me see here. Okay. They played the Nets. They lost the Nets by 5. But let's look at Anthony Edwards real quick here, because that's who we're talking about. He's not even the best player on the Timberwolves. They have 2 all-star players, and they're a bad team. That's kind of disappointing. You know, he's a top 20 scorer. He's a top 55 rebounder, top 65 passer, top 100 in efficiency. You know, he averages 22, 3.6. You know, he's a pretty good three-point shooter, too. And, I mean, 42.8% from the field. 34.2% from the 3. That's pretty decent for Anthony Edwards. But Anyways, we don't have time to talk about him much because moving on to number 21, the lone star, surprisingly, on a Suns team that just broke their franchise record. That is something they achieved over the weekend. They are now 19-4. I think them and the Warriors are tied for the best team in the league. This is their best player right here, Chris Paul. He's a top 75 passer. He's top 130 in rebounds. He's the best. He's the best passer in the league. He's the top 3 most efficient. And the fact that he's the best passer in the league really gives him this spot on the list. And tonight they're playing San Antonio. He averages, or in the first meeting, he put up 12 and 4 and shot 50% from the field. So not the best game, but maybe they'll pull it off. I'm not really sure. I think they played San Antonio earlier on in the year when they had a slump, like a 1-3 start. So they just got done going on an 18 win streak, and I think they're starting to revive that streak again. So let's